The Cardinals hoping it's lucky number 7. Hi everybody, I'm Joel Gaudette. Welcome here to Schumann Stadium, where the Cardinals will begin their bowl week preparation for the Arkansas State Red Wolves later on this week, and the GoDaddy Bowl, January 5th, down in Mobile, Alabama. The bowl is the 7th all-time for the Cardinals at the Division I level, which is actually in pretty good company throughout the Mid-American Conference. For perspective, this year marks Northern Illinois' 11th trip to a bowl game. Cardinals aren't that far off of that pace. So we figured we would take this opportunity to take a step back, take a look back in history, all the way back from the Grantland Raisin Bowl to Las Vegas, and this year, down in Mobile, Alabama, their second trip to the GoDaddy Bowl.
Tennessee State, Dickey is back to pass again. It's a long one. Intercepted!
Ball State made its bowl debut in 1965, the Grantland Raisin Bowl. For the Cards, it was the first of 2 trips to the game, now played as an FCS semifinal. In 1965, the 9-0 Cards tied Tennessee State, 14-14 the final. Ball State racked up 315 yards in the game, led by 155 and 2 touchdowns through the air for Frank Houck.
And it was a loblet pass down, and touchdown!
All the Cardinals' points came in the second quarter, and the 14-6 lead held up until the 4th, when Tennessee State ran back a 74-yard punt return and connected on a 2-point conversion for the tie. BSU's 9-0-1 record still stands with the 1949 team as one of only 2 unbeaten seasons. The Cards returned to the Grantland Raisin Bowl 2 years later, Ray Louthan's final as a head coach, falling 27-13 to Eastern Kentucky. Now jump to the modern era, where Paul Schudel's 1989 squad went unbeaten over its final 7, earning a berth to the 9th California Raisin Bowl and a date with Fresno State. And just in case you were wondering, the hubbub and hoopla that surround bowl games today, yeah, that existed in 1989 too, with some pretty sweet dance moves. Bernie Parmalee's 21 carries still stand as a BSU bowl record. He picked up 77 yards on the ground, but the Cards racked up only 221 yards of total offense, falling 27-6. The lone touchdown was one of 2 career rushing scores for senior Tom Barbee. Ball State returned to the bowl picture in 1993, the first of back-to-back trips to the Las Vegas Bowl, this one against Utah State. The Cards fell down early, but battled back to score 33 points. Still a team bowl record. Mike New threw for 239 yards, 144 of it to Brian Oliver, and 10 passes to Michael Blair. New passed for 2 scores. He also caught another from Blair. But Utah State won out, staving off the Birds 42-33. The 96 Bowl is the closest in school history, an 18-15 defeat to Nevada. For the next bowl, fast forward to the 2007 season and the Brady Hoke era. Ball State went north of the border for the January 08 International Bowl, but BSU ran into the Ray Rice-led Rutgers Scarlet Knights, falling 52-30, despite record-setting performances from the offense. Nate Davis's 291 yards passing are a Ball State Bowl record, so are his 25 attempts and 45 completions, and his 3 touchdowns. Chris Clancy's 98 yards rushing, while they also still hold the top spot in school history, as do Dante Love's 13 receptions and 169 yards. The team's 27 first downs, 291 yards passing, 169 yards rushing, and 460 yards of total offense, all school bowl records. And it served as a prelude to the 2008 undefeated regular season and the team's first ever trip to the GMAC Bowl. Unfortunately, Ball State's trip to Mobile was marked more by weather than any wide-out, wheel route, or walk-on. A deluge hit Land People's Stadium, and so did the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, the Cardinals falling 45-13. Though Nate Davis did throw for 145 yards in his final game as a Cardinal. Jump ahead to last season in St. Petersburg, Florida, where the Cardinals met Central Florida in the Beef O'Brady's Bowl. Returning from an ankle injury, Keith Wenning threw for 217 yards and 2 scores in his postseason debut. The touchdowns both hit Willie Snead, joining him with Darius Hill for the school's single bowl record. But ultimately, it wasn't enough. The Cards falling 38-17. And that brings us to 2013 and the Arkansas State Red Wolves. The Cardinals heading down to Mobile for the second time, this time in the GoDaddy Bowl, in search of bowl victory number 1.